Did OO ruin encapsulation, Uncle Bob? Hello, I'm Chris Athanas. I'm a KMP developer. Tech support said they're coming out Tuesday, and they will close that up. It'll be out of our hair, and they'll close the ticket. They said they got the RJ45 connector. That was the thing they were missing. Did OO ruin? They promised me. Did OO ruin encapsulation, Uncle Bob? So what does Uncle Bob say about object-oriented programming ruining encapsulation? Okay, give them a like and subscribe, and let's go listen to what Uncle Bob says today.
Did we have encapsulation when we were programming in C? Do we have any old C program? Did we have encapsulation when we were programming in C? Do we have any old C programmers in the room?
I mean, you had full access to the entire memory array. You had a full access to the entire everything you could get access to with a pointer. So no, there was no encapsulation. There was theoretical encapsulation when you had a struct, right, that you could have fill values in if you use the struct directly. But there's nothing saying you can't just take a pointer and go poke around, which we used to do in the unprotected spaces of the microcomputers. Was just the whole space is unprotected, so you could poke around anywhere, which caused lots of problems, of course.
Okay, good. So, did we have encapsulation? We had perfect encapsulation.
Really?
In C, all you had to do was forward declare your functions and your data structures. You didn't have to implement them. You would.
All right, yeah, you're just doing the format of the argument list, the parameter list, whatever, which way you want to say it. I always forget which way it goes.
Forward declare them in a header file, and then you would implement them in a C file.
Right, because it's a pointer. It's not. There's nothing saying in the. Nothing telling the machine to say, hey, this is just a software thing. It's for us. It's not for the machine. It doesn't even care about it. It's just pointers anyway down at the bottom at the machine language level. It's just pointers anywhere. It doesn't know anything about these structures.
Your users would pound include your header file.
You mean the users? You mean the users of your library, or the users of your library, or your users of your software? He's never quite succinct with these words, man, which gives me this is why I'm annoyed with Uncle Bob. Let's keep going.
Could see nothing of your implementation. Perfect encapsulation. There was no way any of your users could see any of your data values. All they could see was your function signatures. They could see the names of your data structures, but none of the members inside your data structures. Absolutely perfect encapsulation.
Okay, keep going. Let's see where he goes with this.
Objects completely screwed that up.
How is that? It's just data pointers with data and pointers to functions. Okay, this is why I'm annoyed with this guy. Keep going.
C++ came along and put all the variables in the header file.
Okay.
What did that do? Well, it meant all the variables were suddenly visible to everybody. And in order to get that under control, we had to invent these...
Well, okay.
Horrible, hacky words. Public, private, protected. Terrible hacks. Ridiculous. Some kind of Band-Aid over the fact that we used to have perfect encapsulation, but now we've got this messy approach.
No, I don't know why he keeps on saying we have perfect. We could go poke around and look into anything. What are you talking about, man? Let's keep going.
Of trying to point at certain variables and say, well, that one's public, but that one's private, but that one's protected. Oh, and we'll invent other ones too that have no name.
Okay.
OO did not give us encapsulation.
That's called an array, I guess. The elements of each element of the array. Okay, let's keep going.
OO weakened encapsulation. Every object language out there weakens the encapsulation that we used to have. So when people tell you that OO is an encapsulated language, they are wrong. It destroyed good encapsulation and replaced it with this horrible hacky thing of making the compiler check. Oh, you're not allowed to touch that variable.
I mean, it's not the compiler, it's the designer of the software saying this is something you shouldn't be relying on. It's not like you can't touch it. It's like, no, this may change without your noticing. So it's always been self-imposed all this stuff has always been self-imposed, because even with like Java or even Flexion and with C++, you could still put your pointer anywhere you want. I mean, and just go ham. So I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. Uncle Bob's annoying because I think I understand the point he's trying to make, but he's also very like pontificating, and very Captain Kirk with this whole thing, like trying to make one quick, fast rule. It's like, man, it's more nuanced than that. And I don't know if he's actually the way he talks about it seems like he didn't know that pointers exist or how they work. All right, give me a like and subscribe, and I'll keep ranting.